Hi everyone, welcome. It's a Sunday afternoon. It's past 4, and yes, welcome. Thank you for joining us. If you're joining us from Facebook, to say hi and also just put emojis if you don't want to type. And for those who'll be listening to this on YouTube, also do greet us. And I'd like to challenge you guys from the discussion that we're going to have today. Please type to us what were your key takeaways, and you'll find that those key takeaways will make someone want to listen to this and they would share. And also share this discussion because it's a conversation. I am transformation coach Mashudu Mbhele. I'm also a negative emotional therapy practitioner. Being a transformational coach, I help people transform their lives. I help them get rid of their mental and their negative baggages that are sabotaging their lives and also their negative belief system. And it could be someone who's suffering from stress, someone who's got issues with their business, or someone who's going through depression, anxiety, procrastination, or relationship issues. So the list is endless. So I do help those people. I'm also a member of Ways Women Emancipate Yourself, and that is where we also emancipate women. And we're carrying on this theme of emancipating women. That's why we're also joining the conversation. And throughout this discussion, guys, please engage and join the conversation. Is whereby I speak to women from all different walks of life. I think if you have been following the theme since the 1st of August, it has been different speakers from different places, and it has been quite amazing. And there have been themes that are coming through as well. And if you believe you've got a story, do type there and say you want to have a conversation with me as well. So it's not only limited to the women that you've been seeing. And initially I said this will only carry on for the month of August. I've been challenged to carry on with the conversation. So I'll see how we schedule them for the rest of the year. So they will carry on, but they won't be as intense like the schedule which we have done. So far we have done almost 15 women that we have spoken to. And if you haven't listened to the conversation, do go there. You might find that there's a story that resonates with you. Because everyone who comes here, they are coming to share their story. Some have got themes. They're coming here to plant a seed in someone's life. They're coming here to inspire, to also empower. It doesn't mean they are experts, but they're just sharing their journey. Because when you start sharing your journey or sharing your story, you heal someone, you help someone, you give them the aha moment, that bulb moment. Also, these conversations are to do that. So I'd like to welcome my guest, and we also have got also a guest as well in Zoom to be saying welcome, guys. And to those on Facebook, welcome, guys. Share, like, and yeah, give us a lot of love and participate because it's a conversation. It's not only about us. And today we've got a lovely theme that I'll share as we continue. So I'd like to welcome my guest. Can you please introduce yourself, who you are, what you do?
Hi friends, hi Facebook family. This is Kwena Piti here. I'm a mom of one boy. His name is Bushali. And by profession, I'm a chemical engineer. And I'm also a professional network marketer under a remarkable company. And I'm also a PhD candidate in the same field in chemical engineering. And I also do some motivational talks to high school learners, whereby I talk to from grade 8 up until the grade 12 level to instill the confidence to believe in themselves from a young age. So that's basically what I do.
Thank you so much for that intensive introduction. So, guys, you have just heard she does so many things. So, we have to ask her. I'll ask her as we go through how she does everything. But for now, I'd like to ask her, what is your message to us on this awesome? To us, it's a cloudy day outside. So, what is your message to us?
You know, I thought of preparing, but something just said, speak from your heart. Just speak from your heart. That's the message that I got while I was trying to prepare. And coming from my heart, I want to talk on the theme, remember yourself. During my career life, even through my business, I've traveled locally, I've traveled internationally, I've been to different countries, but there was a time I had to sit down with myself, and there was just this other place that I've never been to. I've never traveled to myself. I've never been to myself. You know, have you ever been everywhere, support everyone, but you are so unavailable to you? When do you get the time to connect with you? When do you get the time to be with yourself? When do you get the time to talk to God with just you? You know, there's so much going on in this world. There is so much happening, the noise, even ourselves, there's so much raising in our mind. Time and again, you have to calm yourself. You have to say, hey, Kwena, you're going too far now. You are being so unkind to yourself. So you need to remember yourself. When you remember yourself, you'll be able to connect with your purpose. Don't be so available for everyone and be unavailable to yourself. You will end up being your own enemy. You will end up not knowing what is your purpose on this planet. You'll find yourself just like running like a headless chicken. So I say to you, ikopole, remember you. When you remember yourself, it will be easier to forgive yourself. I mean, as women, we tend to be available for everyone, to be friendly to everyone, to be kind. But when it comes to ourselves, we are so unkind to ourselves. You don't have to do that. From this day, going forward, I say reinvent yourself. There is a saying that says, you are the average of 5 people you spend your time with. And this is not just offline only. It's not just our family and our friends. It includes the social media as well. Get that time where you just drop everything and be available for yourself. Get that time to get to know yourself. Get that time to get your own personal goals. You know, it's okay to have a supportive spouse. It's okay to have a supportive family, but there are some goals that are self goals. There are some goals that are personal goals. There is a journey that you will have to travel alone. But if you keep being everywhere, you will never ever get to know your purpose. You will never ever get to know what you are called for. Because all of us, we have got a self-assignment that we are assigned to. And I want to say to you, women, you are enough. Create time for yourself so that you get to know you. You get to connect with yourself. You get to connect with your purpose. And once you do that, you won't have to seek validation. You won't have to wait for anyone to tell you you are enough. You can do this. It will come from within. You will stir it up from within, because I believe that all of us, we have got this lion spirit in us. We have got this lion spirit in us. We don't have to be afraid. We don't have to clothe ourselves with so much pain. If you check the invitation, it's written, as you think you are, so you are. That is my belief. The minute you start looking down on yourself, you are right. You will be down. I always tell my team in the business that I'm in that you hold the key. So you need to see yourself in a positive way so that you'll have a positive outlook towards life. If you become negative, you will also see negativity around you. Adding on that, check your surrounding. You know, I have learned that through my experience, you can be gifted with thousands and thousands of talents, but if you don't have the right environment, if you get zero from your environment, what? Those 1,000 talents multiplied by zero, they become zero. You end up not knowing yourself. So check your surrounding. While you are checking your surrounding, remember who you are. You don't have to be hurt from a bad relationship or anything for you to remember yourself. Even when you are in a healthy relationship, there is this you. There are some goals that are assigned for you. Don't let another person forget who you are. So check your environment, reinvent yourself. Remember, we kopole, because you have got some self-assignment that is assigned for you. And you are capable, you are worthy, you are deserving. I always tell myself that there is nothing that I can't do. As long as I tell myself that I can do it, I will research, I will ask questions. I mean, if you remember, Coach Mashudu, we didn't know each other. I came through you through a friend, and that friend, I was asking for some information that I had no clue about. So don't be afraid to ask. Don't be afraid to extend to say, hey, lady, I have a problem with 1, 2, 3. How can I do 1, 2, 3? The how is what is important. Don't suffer in silence, guys. Don't suffer in silence. The information is out there. So be available, check your surrounding, and learn to ask. Don't suffer in silence. That is my message to you. Remember yourself.
Thank you so much. I'm having goosebumps as you're talking and sharing this, guys. So don't be afraid to ask. My further question is, you have shared this message to us, and why is it so important to you? Why is it so pertinent to you? And to those guys, before you answer me, I see there are people on Facebook. We've got Tandazile. We also have Lebu and More here on Zoom, guys. And we've got also Charity. If you've got questions for Kwena, guys, please ask them. Even if we finish earlier and you were listening to her and the message resonates with you, just type those questions. She'll come back. Just tag her as you're asking those questions, and ask, because even how we met, she's already mentioned. She was just asking something and we just connected. Because we're never an island, which is what she's emphasizing as well. And what she also has mentioned, it's a common theme that has been coming throughout this conversation of knowing your purpose. Reinvent yourself, know who you are, because you cannot give from an empty place. Like if you're in a relationship, you cannot say you want someone to love you unless you love yourself. And also, if you're struggling with saying, I don't know how to reinvent myself, what Kwena is saying is, I've been trying to do it. So find a coach. You can also contact me. I do offer coaching and classes on that. But do something about your life. Ask. So yes. So why is this message that you have shared with us? Why is it so important to you?
You know, Coach, experience is the best teacher. Growing up, well, my upbringing was so well in the heart of Limpopo. I forgot to mention that I'm from Limpopo. However, as you go through varsity life, that's when you start coming across to real life challenges. That's when you're on your own now. There's no one who can tell you, there's no parent who can reprimand you. So there was a time in my life whereby I had so many like limiting beliefs. I doubted myself quite often. When I was doing my undergrad, I had the privilege to do my postgraduate degrees, which is in chemical engineering. However, to proceed further, to register for PhD, there were a lot of ups and downs. There were a lot of doubting moments. Just give me a moment. There's some noise. Sorry about that, kids around. Yeah, so having said that, I was so surrounded with so much. Can I do this? I'm not enough. I can't do this. I'm starting to seek validation so that I can get my lecturers, my professors say, Kwena, you can do this. It's not coming from within. And if it's not coming from within, you get motivated for that period. When you get to your home, when you get to your place, you start, no, they are not right. It only lasts for a certain moment. When you are alone, those negative thoughts start racing in your mind. So that was in my case. Up until one day, I decided, you know what? I have to start believing in myself before somebody else can start believing in me. You know, you find yourself believing in somebody. You can tell somebody that you can do this, but you fail to tell yourself the same way. I had to come back and remember myself and say, whoa, Kwena, actually, this thing is doable. Actually, this thing, I can do it. And when I started saying, I can do this, and the next person come and say, Kwena, you can do this, it's a bonus. And it's no longer lasting for 5 seconds. It's no longer lasting at that point in time when I'm with that person. Even when I go to my place, I now, as I've mentioned, stir it up from the inside. So it all started with like seeing myself as this average person. And I got tired of being like that. It's not nice to be skeptical. It's not nice to be controlled by fear. Honestly, it is not nice. You can feel that there's something about you. At the same time, there's this negativity that is just blocking everything. And you end up falling for that. You end up saying, oh, this is who I am. I'm not meant for big things. I'm not meant to go beyond this level. I can only achieve up to this level. So, ladies, don't listen to those negative shouts in your head. They do come, appreciate them, but ask yourself this question. If you keep believing in those self-limiting beliefs, will your life change? Will you go forward? What legacy will you leave? What are you going to teach your kids? Next time you're going to tell them that you can do this, but you fail to do 1, 2, 3. So I started having those, it was from myself to myself, kind of like communication. I sat down that if I don't do this, what impact will it have? Anyway, time will move, even if I don't do it. I mean, it's been 5 years now. I've registered for this degree. But I started taking it very serious because I told myself that I'm doing this. I am in this to win. It doesn't matter how long it takes me, because living in fear, I realized it doesn't yield any good result for myself. It doesn't make me move forward. I keep being in the same point at this, even come next year, I'm still at the same point. So why can't I just push this? Why can't just I pray about this and see where it lead me? So I started having my time with myself. Hence I say, remember yourself. And when I started giving myself that validation, when the next person says, Kwena, how far are you with this? It started making more sense. Now it's coming from me to say, you can do this. So I say to you, it's okay to have fear. It's normal. We are not robots. We are people. but don't stay there for too long. Appreciate that moment and ask yourself, do you have a choice to change how you feel right now? The answer is, we have got choices. You can choose. You are not forced to be that person you were yesterday at this point in second. You can choose to say, you know what? No, I'm done with that. I'm enough with this kind of life. This is not saving me. This is not doing me any favor. This is not going to even yield any fruit for myself, for my family, for my kids. I gotta do something. And for something to change, you are the first person that have to change it before the next person starts saying you can do this. It starts from within. Outside, it's a bonus. Stir it up from within. When Kwena comes and say, Tola, you can do this, already you are halfway, you are 50%, and then that Kwena comes, it's now 100%, then you can carry on. Because whether you believe it or you don't believe it, you are 100% responsible to turn things around. You are here, you are breathing. You can rewrite your story. Come on, you can rewrite your story. It doesn't matter how things were yesterday. It doesn't matter who wronged you yesterday. You can rewrite your story on a brand new page. So for me, it was because of those experiences that I had, and I was totally enough. I was hurtful, as they say in Afrikaans, of being negative. And I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna let my life be like this for 5 years. If there has to be a change, I'm gonna change first. And be patient with yourself. A change is a process, hey? It doesn't happen today. You will think you have got it all figured it out. You are on top of your mountain. 2 weeks down the line, it's like the devil is riding on your back. That's when you have to remember yourself. That's when you have to calm yourself. That's when you have to say, God, come walk with me. Because as a human being, you can only go up to this level. Then the rest, it's God. So let's learn to invite God. There is this verse in Psalm. It says, reinstall the hardworking spirit in me. So let's not be afraid to ask God to install the hardworking spirit. I know we ask for houses, we ask for kids, we ask for jobs. Ask for the right spirit to carry you through those things that you are asking. It's about who you are becoming, not what you are getting. Get married to the person that you are becoming. The road, it remains long ahead. And trust me, it is without the hardships, the challenges. So time and again, remember yourself and use your knees. Every day, ask God to direct you, to equip you, to give you the right spirit to carry you through. And be kind to yourself, woman. You don't have to wrap yourself in pain. I've wrapped myself for so long with pain. My sister used to tell me, Kwena, you still crying for that. So enough is enough. Tell yourself that it's enough. I'm starting. Let mercy rewrite your life. And hold that pen. Don't give it to anyone. And when you feel like you are hitting the rock bottom, get back to your knees and carry on with the journey. Remember, it's who you become, not what you are getting at the moment. So it was through the experience. Whatever you are going through, you need to grow through it. It is not by mistake that you're going through what you are going through. You're gonna go through. Sometimes you have to break down. You have to go down in order for you to break through. So use that unexpected experience. You know, sometimes you plan, things will go this way and they go south. It's okay. You've got a choice. What do you do when life throws some lemons at you? You make lemonade. You put some passion fruit and it becomes sweet. Okay, so that's where it comes from experience, from crying, from sleepless nights, from like, you know, some days I couldn't wake up. I just wanted to find myself in bed. It was not easy to even brush my teeth up until I say, hey, if you don't change, you will end up being like this even next year. And guess what? You will not remain 27 forever. So get on with the time, move with the time, do what the clock is doing.
Wow, thank you so much for that awesome message. I can't say anything further. Still, I'm having goosebumps, and there are so many comments which are coming through Facebook. There's one from Tandazile. She's saying, age so profound and true. We really do suffer in silence sometimes because we've been open to the wrong people. And then Knox Lai says, that was powerful. And Caroline Tefo says, so true. Thank you so much for that powerful words. And I trust everyone got the message, and I trust that we planted a seed, we empowered, and we also inspired someone to think differently about their lives, and that there is help out there. So guys, do something. As Kwena said, we've got an assignment to do, that we've been ordained on this earth. And if you're still dealing with your negative belief system, time is running. She says you won't be 27 for long, so get help. If you need help, you can't do it on your own. Find a coach, find coaches, they are out there. And if you believe I'm one of them, do reach out, but do something. Help is out there. Just reach out and find someone who can help you, that you resonate with you. And thank you so much. And also she's mentioned that she's a network marketer, and I trust you believe on her brand, you can resonate with her, and she will leave her details if you want to connect with her, and then she can tell you more about what she does in network marketing. And she's doing so much. Maybe you can, in one sentence, how do you manage everything that you're doing? Being a mom, studying, being an entrepreneur, how do you do it for someone who's saying, I'm struggling with this? What can you tell them? Hi.
Sorry, kids around, so I had to mute myself. It comes with a lot of sacrifice, I must say, but I always remind myself that rather pay for now and then enjoy later. At the same time, don't be so busy chasing for those for that food to put on the table and forget to spend some time with those people around the table. So it's a matter of balance, I must say. It comes with a lot of sacrifices. So what I do is I plan my day and I communicate with my family to say, you know what, there are some days that I'll have to get takeaways. I won't be able to cook because I have got 1 to 3 meetings. There are some days I will work and I'll be unavailable for you. My days start at 3 a.m. I've got a 3 a.m. club. So I know between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. I'll be busy with my studies. And then 5 a.m. we now have got a 5 a.m. club where it's for our business. We motivate each other. We inspire each other. We empower each other. That is for only for about 30 minutes. Then from there, I do some little bit of exercise because, hey, your wealth is your health. And then from there, I'll start working at 8. I know that between 8 and 5, it's strictly my bastion job. And then I've cut some soapies. When I watch a soapy, it's a time where I decide, I know that from this soapy, I'm going to learn something. For example, the property channel, I know that I'm going to get some value on this. And from that time, I know that I'll be doing some team training for an hour or two. I'm able to go to bed earlier and wake up earlier. So it takes some sacrifices. I won't say it's easy, but it's a matter of looking at it in the next coming 5 to 10 years, because the truth is, I want to retire young. That's the truth. So I'm investing now, looking into the future to say one day I'll have what we call a time freedom. So in short, it comes with lots and lots of sacrifices, I must say, and have a clear picture, have a clear goal on why you are doing what you are doing. When your why is clear, don't use your family as an excuse not to do something. Your family should be the reason why you are doing something, because if you keep saying, I won't have time for this, I won't have time for that, but when you open the fridge, it's empty. It's stress, anxiety kicks in, depression kicks in. That's why during the night now you start losing your sleep. You understand? So it's a matter of sacrifice, looking at the future from now. Where do you want to see yourself? Because ultimately my goal is to have a time freedom. Hence I'm looking at my studies for my son to look for someone to inspire from home before he go outside. He needs to see it from that. Okay, education is the key. At the same time, there is a business. At the same time, you can still help the community around you, can still help the next person. So it's all about sacrificing, because I believe helping the next person. I believe in that. And for me to help the next person, it can be through my career. Career, it's more, I would say, selfish. It's more about you. So if you want to help the next person, it comes with some sacrifices. And I enjoy helping people. Ask my team, they will tell you. I love helping people. It's I've done some community work, and you are part of it. So it's just about sacrifices. And I've told myself, it's all about who I'm becoming than what I'm getting. I'm not looking at the price. I'm looking at the person that I'm becoming. One day, if I can just inspire that one person to say, because of that lady, I cannot give up. That's all. One person at a time. So sacrifice, and have a clear goal. It's short term, looking at the long-term impact. Because if you don't, you're gonna suffer mentally, emotionally, physically. And when your kids are looking for a break, they're going to look at you. You know how nice it is when your son or when your and say, Mommy, at school, they want 1, 2, 3. And say, hey, baby, okay, I'll get you. But if you don't sacrifice, you keep using the same family as an excuse not to do something outside your profession, you will be stressed. And I don't like being stressed. I know I've been stressed. I've been depressed for my life back then. And right now, I can't afford to go through the same thing. So it's all about sacrificing and then helping the next person, investing your time for now, looking at the long-term impact. That's all. Seeing yourself in the next coming 5 to 10 years, saying, if I do this, the next coming 10 years, I'll be this. If I don't do this, situation will remain the same anyway, and time will move, because we don't remain young for long, forever. Time will keep moving, and please, let's not disappoint our kids. Let's not disappoint our family. Let's not disappoint ourselves. They will drink tea over your name. Don't allow them. Don't give them the topic. They should buy wine when they talk about your name, not tea. So please don't disappoint yourself. Sacrifice for now, looking at the long-term impact. That's it. Sacrifice.
Thank you so much for that. And there's a comment from Charity. She's saying, It's when it's tough, when you must be very stubborn and push and push and push, and God is there to carry our burdens. I always have a conversation with the devil. I tell him to decide what he wants, because it's not going to change my path with or without
Wow.
interference. Thank you so much, guys. Wow, I'm blown away. And to those who have been listening, guys, share. You can't listen to this message by yourself. So share these conversations on your timeline. Let's impact life. Let it inspire someone. And thank you to everyone who joined in on Zoom, to everyone who joined in on Facebook, and to those who will be listening on YouTube. So do subscribe. For someone who's not on Facebook that you know of, the recording will be on YouTube so that they can listen to. So if you have been inspired today, guys, share. Let's continue this movement of creating awareness and making sure that people do learn and grow from this message. And thank you so much for your time, to everyone. It has been quite awesome. I have to cut it short. There's another session that I have to do shortly with another remarkable lady as well. And yeah, I always learn so much, and I see there are themes from these discussions. And there's a comment from Dibu saying as well. She's saying, very inspiring. I'm glad at how you involve God. Yes, thank you so much. And we are God. God is within us, and God is love. And if you don't know love, it means you don't know God. So go and learn to connect with the God who's within you, guys. So thank you. That was a mouthful. I don't want to say much further. And thank you for your time. And to those who sacrifice their time, because time is a commodity, we appreciate you. And we trust you continue inspiring others. And if you're going to listen to this as a replay, tell us what were your key takeaways, or what were your aha moments from this discussion. Thank you so much. I see More says, thank you very much, our leader. We really appreciate your time. And thank you guys for supporting your leader. It's so amazing that a leader is always has got his support team, and continue doing that, supporting each other. Thank you. And I've heard so many amazing things about you, Kwena, even on social media. I know it was only yesterday we connected on social media, but continue doing the amazing work that you're doing. We appreciate you.
Thank you so much, Coach. Till next time. God bless, guys. God bless. God bless. Thanks.
Thank you. Bye, guys, on Facebook, on YouTube. Bye.